What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Penn State's offense will take the field first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it.
Turning it on! They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Dozier. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Nittany Lions line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You got to worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got it back after that last drive stalled. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
To the air, it's Dozier. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Third and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here, and how about the individual effort up front by this defender, getting penetration and now setting up fourth down?
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on fourth. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down to the red zone, fourth and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on fourth down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Fighting Illini with mere inches to gain on third down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They boot it away on fourth down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Time to take a shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Newton. He's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Illinois now staring at a third and short. Surging forward on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Ivy. Got room at the 35. A gargantuan play by this offense, and the defense reeling as we come to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Ivy. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards, but if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down, and guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Newton. He finds a dead spot in the middle, and he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. Grab behind the line. It's Valentine. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can hang on across the middle on 1st down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Gonna look downfield again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Dozier. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. I'm sure you guys saw what they get in recruiting 4-star defense offensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snagged in the middle, it's Dixon. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Touchdown, Illinois! Quick strike through the air for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The offense changing the play. He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Dozier. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contained. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Valentine. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll try the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Dozier. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it, linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They punted away on fourth down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Dozier. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
To the ground with the back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man, it's Gibson. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to pass, it's Newton. Under fire. He's going to breaks into the open. And he gets out of there, gets some yardage, and gets down without taking any punishment. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Illinois now on first down to open the fourth. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 in the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Newton. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to throw again. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Trying play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll toss it to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guessed it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they got the ball back. At least they got it, I guess. What a disastrous loss of yardage on that play. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more.
Oh, he's got some space.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Fires to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.